Morning, guys. Morning. It is like 4 or 5 days until Christmas, so I hope you guys are ready. I finished this gorgeous book yesterday, and I have to talk about it. But yeah, I'm so excited about The Sword Catcher by Cassandra Clare. I'm also excited for Christmas. I watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas, like the OG, the other night, and it really got me in the spirit. If you guys saw my Monday video, I wasn't there yet. I wasn't in the spirit, but we got through the family holiday stuff, and we're kind of just coasting into like me, my daughter, my husband things. We're still gonna go to my mom's house on Christmas Day, but it feels more like celebrating us, and I'm getting more and more excited to give Sophia all of her gifts. So yeah, I'm finally there, guys. I'm finally in the Christmas spirit. But Sword Catcher. So I have read the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare, and I've seen the Shadowhunters show. I've seen the Mortal Instruments movie. I liked all of that. Did not do the Clockwork Angel or the that series by Cassandra Clare. I didn't read that one. I think it was very YA, and at the time I wasn't reading YA, and so I skipped that whole one there. Okay, so I skipped the Clockwork Angel series, but I was really excited because somebody had told me that this Sword Catcher was more adult, and it was fantasy based, and I love anything fantasy or romantasy. You guys know that. That is my favorite genre as of late. It used to be historical romance. Sorry, got a big old dog right here. But he was eating, and so I had to call him over to get him to stop eating in the video. But I love romantasy, fantasy. That's my favorite genre. And that's what I had heard that this one was, Sword Catcher. So it immediately piqued my interest. And then on Black Friday, when they had buy two, get one free, I was like, oh, absolutely. I saw the cover of it. It was included. I was like, I'm getting this book for free. So there were 2 hardbacks that I already wanted to purchase. I got 3 hardbacks and 3 paperbacks on Black Friday. They're that stack right there. Plus 2 new books that I just got the other day at Target, which I'm going to do a Christmas book haul after Christmas. And I'm going to show you all of the books that I got for Christmas. But I did get 2 yesterday that are over there in that little stack. I also got a new bookshelf coming. It's going to go where this tree is the day after Christmas. So there will be a line of bookshelves behind me. But I digress. Sword Catcher. So the Sword Catcher is about Cal, and he is a boy in an orphanage when our book opens up. And he gets taken by like the hand of the king's guard, if you would, to the castle of this land where they live, and in this land magic is outlawed. And sorry about that, my dogs are just not agreeing with me getting this Sword Catcher video out today. Okay, so Cal is taken at a young age from the orphanage by the guard of the king, if you would, and he is taken to the castle of this land where magic is outlawed, and he is given a talisman, and that talisman makes him look like Prince Connor, the sole heir and son of the king. Now, the reason for that is because there is a job, if you would, that is called the Sword Catcher, and you basically, in dangerous situations, pretend to be the prince. And that way, if somebody tries to kill the prince, they're actually going to kill you. You're disposable. On to the next sword catcher kind of deal, right? So Cal, we are introduced to as a child as the sword catcher. Now, most of this book takes place when they are more like adults. They are visiting, we jump a big time frame after the first, I think it's not even the first chapter, I think it's like a long prologue where it just talks about how Cal got to the castle. And so we jump a big time frame after the prologue, and now Cal and Connor are adults, and they're going to the, if they're not adults, they're young adults. It really doesn't clarify how old they are. Now that I'm thinking back, but the things that they are doing, the drinking, the boozing, the gambling, the visiting brothels, definitely makes me feel like they are adults. At least like legal adults. Like 19 is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. They're already talking to Connor, and they're really pressuring Connor about getting married. So to me, that was like between 19 and 25, somewhere in there, which I guess is young adult, but it didn't have a young adult vibe. It didn't read like young adult. So Kel and Prince Connor are living their best life up in the castle. And then it's a split story. So you're also getting a POV from Lancaster. And Lancaster lives in this like walled in section of this kingdom. And it's called the Salt. And it is basically full of people who once had magic and it was taken from them. And those particular people are kind of, people don't trust them, etc., etc. They're like on the outskirts of society, if you would. And Lancaster is a physician. She, even amongst her own people, it is very unheard of for a female to be a physician, but she has built herself up to be a wonderful healer and physician. And so she does this job, and she does not use magic at first, but she comes into contact through one of her patients with an old magical item and starts to dabble in magic. And it is the story of how Connor, Prince Connor, Cal, and Lancaster and her best friend Miriam, how all of their lives begin to intertwine. It has court life in it. It has physician type stuff in it. So if you like old medical stuff, it's got a lot of that in it. Lynn describes what she's doing to fix these wounds. It's got mystery and suspense. There's a rag picker king. So he is like the king of the people, and he's kind of a criminal, if you would, but I'm getting the vibe. The next book is called The Rag Picker King. It's not out yet. But I'm getting the vibe that he is not as criminal as maybe the people in the castle on the hill are leading people to believe. I believe he's like a Robin Hood-esque character. He's for the people, if you would. And so, yeah, it's just a really, really good fantasy story. It's got two main POVs, that of Kel and that of Lancaster. So not too many POVs, but great cast of characters that are really intertwined. Does Connor have a POV? There might be 3 POVs. Do not quote me on that, but I think that Prince Connor has a POV for a chapter or 2. But it does not get confusing or anything. I've read some fantasy books where too many characters have POVs, and you have no idea what the heck is going on half the time, or who the heck is talking. But this one did not have an overwhelming amount of POVs. I feel like it was just Kel and Lancaster, but now I'm questioning whether or not Prince Connor has a chapter or 2 in his POV. I think he might. But I really, really, really enjoyed this book a lot more than I thought I was going to. I thought it was super excellently done. I thought it was the world building was really well done. The cast of characters was fantastic. It was a 5-star plus read for me. I mean, she's a beefy baby. Not like Sanderson beefy, but still pretty stinking beefy. And I read her in just a couple of days because it was just unputdownable for me personally. Currently I'm reading Sunlit Man by Brandon Sanderson. I will have a review on that one. I'm not sure if it's going to be on this channel or if I'm going to do a review with a group of people. I will keep you posted on that because I love Sanderson's Year of Sanderson works. Well, I've read all 3 that take place in the Cosmere after Sunlit Man. I have not read The Frugal Wizard yet, because I've heard it's like very standalone. It does not take place in the Cosmere, etc. So I haven't read that one yet. But obviously I've read Tress in the Emerald Sea and Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. And then it'll be Sunlit Man. Yeah. So really, really, really enjoyed those all. So yeah, that is all that I've got for you guys. If you are hesitant on Cassandra Clare's Swordcatcher, I really liked it. I thought the cast of characters was excellent. I highly recommend it. It was another 5-star read for me. And yeah, I just hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I'm going to have a Tessa Bailey review soon too. I'm going to review Wreck the Halls and Same Time Next Year. Those are the 2 books that are like holiday themed of Tessa Bailey's. I read Same Time Next Year already on my Kindle. That's a New Year's Eve one. And then I have Wreck the Halls over there. I'm going to read that as soon as I finish Sunlit Man because it's Christmas. So, yep, I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a magical Christmas season. Saturday, I'm going to have a what's in my kids' stocking video because I've been seeing them all over TikTok. I wanted to do it. And maybe a few little things, but I'm not showing any of her gifts for a few specific reasons. I may show you some after Christmas, but I'm going to do a what's in my kids' stocking video on Saturday morning. So yeah, I love you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.